What are some things that sound like compliments, but are actually insults? You were so pretty as a child. Oof. This hit home. My mom has this joke that she thinks is hilarious. Whenever we happen to see an old photo of me when I was a kid, she, without fail, will say, "You used to be so cute." What happened? Every time. Literally cracks herself up with it too. If I show I don't think it's funny, she'll do the arm slap thing. "Oh come on, you know I'm just joking." What happened to your sense of humor? My mom loved that joke until I once responded with "I got hot." She doesn't use that joke anymore. It's a good thing you're pretty. I work in kitchens where ribbing the servers when they screw up is a popular pastime. My go-to was "It's okay, I coast through life on my good looks too." We had a young lady at work who used to say, "I don't have to be smart. I'm cute." Problem is, it didn't work as well as it would have with some others. She wasn't cute, she was stunning, and she was also a brilliant engineer. So she was a stunning, brilliant engineer. Do you work in a disaster film? Seriously. Next we'll get a description of her pert breasts and how she's totally not at all aware she looks like a supermodel. She started out as the mousy intern that everybody took for granted, but then she took her glasses off. She'll also need to take her hair out of the ponytail and quit wearing those overalls with paint on them. And clackety-clack on the keyboard for a bit and fix everything. Anything compliment with the word "actually" in it. You're actually quite pretty, you're actually smart. I love how y'all just wear anything. You're on top of the bell curve. You're very brave to wear that color. Only time it's true is white jeans on your time of the month. That is brave. Or anything white, going to an Italian restaurant and getting spaghetti and meatballs. My brain skipped the word white while reading this, so I was really hoping you didn't like your spaghetti and meatballs too hot. Ouch. When my art teacher said "great effort." There was a girl with mild cerebral palsy, CP, in my art class in high school, and the teacher stood behind as she drew for a while and said, "Wow, your self-portrait may actually turn out to be all right." There was a very awkward tension in the room after that. Edit clarified that CP is cerebral palsy. I did not know what was CP, so I googled it. Realized few seconds later that it was the most dangerous Google of my life. Yeah, that's one of the abbreviations that's probably worth it just to spell out. Man, that in CBT. Are you interested in cognitive behavioral therapy or really into cock and ball torture? Wow, I am so impressed. I didn't think you were capable of that. Edit, thanks for all your awards. Appreciate it. Respond with, "Wow, you're much more aware than everyone tells me." I heard when the 7th episode of Star Wars came out, George Lucas gave a fairly backhanded compliment to the movie. The public will love it. George Lucas thinks The Last Jedi was beautifully made. There are a lot of movies that are badly made that I love, and there are a lot of movies that are just beautifully made but I don't like them. The new movies look and sound great, it's just that they're lacking in things that actually count, like character and plot. They were a fun watch. I was pretty immersed in episode 9 until the point Rey holds up the dagger that 2 people were killed with, and says, "Horrible things have been done with this weapon." Meanwhile, she's been using Anakin's baby blender 9000 for the last 3 movies. Duck me, I haven't laughed this hard in a while. There are lots of thin and pretty girls who wish they were as funny as you. Ouch. That's what I thought. Then I cried. Then I worked on losing the weight. Then she put on weight and had to borrow some of my old fat clothes which had gotten too big for me. Edit to add a before and after. This is the type of revenge story I love to hear. Duck her. I see you showered, nice. Once this girl in my class came up to me and was like, "Your hair looks so nice today. Normally it's so greasy." And I was just like, "Oh, cool, thanks." I hate my greasy hair. I wash it constantly, but 12 hours after I shower my hair has more grease than the back half of a New York McDonald's. It might be because of the constant showering. I heard that if you wash your hair too much, it will become extra greasy to compensate. For some people this is true. Not the person you're responding to, but another greasy weasel, and for me it's definitely not. I tried the don't wash your hair so much and even managed a full summer of almost no washing. It doesn't matter. My scalp doesn't give a duck. I hate it. I wish I could wear a headscarf every day. Same here. I'm just an oily person. I've tried everything to avoid showering and washing my hair every day. It didn't work. Yes. The only thing that ever stopped it from being a grease pit for a few months was coloring it. I stopped doing that 5 years ago, and it's back. I've tried only washing a couple times a week, but my scalp would get so nasty and itchy. And it doesn't help that most shampoos are now made for people who have brittle, damaged hair. Edit, thanks for all the great suggestions, guys. I'll give them a whirl. Smile. Why you are just so different. No matter what people say about you, I think you're okay. Edit, thank you for the awards. My father always uses to say to his students, you know, Jimmy, it's not true what they write about you on the bathroom stalls. My personal favorite is you're a gentleman and a scholar, I don't care what they say about you. See you later. Not if I see you first. I didn't realize for the longest time that the phrase actually meant if the person saw you first they would find a way to avoid you so you don't see them. You're pretty for a. I hate the specifiers. Like, can't I just be pretty instead of being pretty for my race, interests, or other thing? That's a really great picture of you. It doesn't look like you at all. You're so independent, it's no wonder you are still single. TBH, it's not like I have a choice. That right there is just a straight up insult, oof. Bless your heart. I hope the rest of your day is as pleasant as you are. Ouch, I might start saying that one. A guy gave it as a feedback to one of the professors. If I had only 1 hour left to live, I'd always choose to attend your class, as it always feels like an eternity. I always liked this one, I think from The Simpsons, I was afraid that you would respect me less. No, that would be impossible. You are as smart as you are handsome. Works better if they are dog ugly smile. My dog is absolutely beautiful, so I don't understand this condition. He is not as smart as he is handsome, though. Edit, proof of handsomeness. Your dick is cute. Thanks, I did his braids. I laughed way harder than I needed to. Add to any compliment to turn it into an insult. Good comment. Intelligent reply. Dot. I hate you. Duck off. I love you. No one else does. I can see why. You're smarter than you look. Better than looking smarter than you are. You look healthy because you gained weight. Or you're getting thin, you should eat more. Says my aunt whom I have not seen in 5 years. It's a culture thing, I guess. You look so healthy. Is a way I've heard a number of older people here in the UK tell people they've got fat. My parents are immigrants, so it took me far too long to catch on. My dad still hasn't and beams when it's said to him, he's obese and diabetic, go figure. Pretty much any British compliment. We don't compliment anyone anyway. If we give a small one it means a lot, if we give a big one we are being sarcastic. Most people don't like a nose that big, but I think it brightens up an otherwise dull face. Similar thing said to me, the more I get to know you, the less I notice your nose.